and running through to 30 days after the election. By the sound of it, this has nothing to do with foreign invaders, but with quelling potential mass civil unrest in American streets. All the leaks that have gone on, everything.
There's going to be civil unrest. The Lord says so. Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. Modern day swords are gun. Bats, pipes, bricks, chains. Right? It's going to be civil unrest. People are going to be killing each other, man. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Thou shalt not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's why they're going to have to implement martial law. That's what they do, man. They're going to cause a terrorist attack, a large false flag. All hell's going to break loose. They're going to let the people riot and act crazy. They call order abchaos. They cause the chaos, and then they're going to bring the order, which is the martial law. That's going to be implemented, man. They're going to throw our people in the concentration camps. And you heathens, too. Then they're going to implement that chip. And if you don't take it, they'll be chopping your heads off, torturing you, man. And a man shall desire to go into a city. Let me just read that again. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. Thou shalt not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, because they're going to close off the cities, man. When martial law breaks loose. For because of their pride, and the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. Men are going to be afraid, so imagine women. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So when it comes to survival of the fittest, your neighbor's going to break down your door and shoot you with a 12-gauge shotgun and take your food and take your wife. That's the times that we're living in, man. All hell's about to break loose, man.
That's going on around Hillary and this whole election thing. Hillary wants to steal the election or do something so that the Democrats remain in power. We already know the deal, except the thing is there's too many eyes on her. They can't steal the election or put somebody in there like they did with Obama. And they know everything's going to go to hell if they try to pull this one off on the American public. So again, channels, its implications are astounding. If there is any truth to it, the 2016 election could be a kickoff for total tyranny. I've been telling you that for a year. According to an unnamed source who has provided accurate intel in the past, the unannounced military drill is scheduled to take place during a period leading up to the election and throughout the month after. It appears that the system is gearing up to handle outbreaks of violence, chaotic rallies, and polls.
Martial law, chaos, civil war, race war.
And the possibility that people of the United States may become very dissatisfied with the outcome by using military force and martial law. This drill could, of course, go live at any moment. We know their history with that. Homeland Security and the military are prepared to contend with a period of unrest and restore order to the divided and broken country, regardless of whether people like their new leader or not. So we're going to jam another nation-busting scumbag in office, and if people freak out about it, we're going to bring the military down on you. Well, I got a funny feeling if they do that, they're going to have to kill the internet, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yep.
Be prepared for this, for real.
Famine of the word, famine of the word.
This is no joke. The front page of the newspaper is talking about World War III. You throw on CNN, they're